It's sugar. Cocaine Bear was directed by Elizabeth Banks and is about. What do you think it's about? Based on actual events, yes, I'm not kidding. This is about a drug drop that goes wrong and essentially leaves a lot of unmarked cocaine on Blood Mountain. A bear gets hands on it and it gets addicted to cocaine and suddenly starts going on a rampage and killing anyone that comes near it. That is the movie. I cannot think of another way to put it to you. Like, it very much sticks to that title. You have characters here. There are human characters with subplots of their own that are going on the side, but the movie's about the bear which is hopped up on cocaine trying to basically kill everybody that's in its path. And what you get is pretty much what you paid for. I watched it with a pretty full audience. They were having a pretty great time watching the film. And I think that for the most part, if you go into this movie expecting exactly what you're going to get with a movie called Cocaine Bear, then this is probably going to be your favorite movie of the year for the next few days. One of the film's best traits is just being a dark comedy that understands, for the most part, what it is. It's very silly, it's very self-aware, and it delivers on those sequences where it's just very gory and it's very dark comedy levels, great. It just manages to nail those aspects really, really well. And at the end of the day, a big CGI black bear going around and eventually, having moments where it just completely runs out of energy, doing cocaine and getting more energy to keep going, and characters in the middle of that trying to find the cocaine that's been, spread across the forest in order to basically get their own stuff together. I mean, for the most part, I would say it works. I keep saying for the most part because this is not a movie that you're essentially going to go into for anything else, but there are some things that are going on with the human characters that, you don't really care about. Like, they give you enough in some cases to sort of get behind their, intentions, and you sort of, want to see them get through it, I guess. For instance, Kerry Russell's character is a nurse, and she's looking out for her kid. Her daughter is also in the forest. That's about it. You don't get too much else with their character. There's a couple of other things that come up. In the case of Alden Ehrenreich, he's going through something personal, and this is sort of a trip that is trying to get his mind off of that. That's about it. And that sort of applies to all of the characters in the film. This is also, I think, the last appearance in a movie by Ray Liotta, may he rest in peace, and so that made it a little bittersweet. And it was fun seeing him one last time. He's one of the great actors that we had. So that way, definitely, it did tug at the heartstrings over there, seeing him again. But everybody in the film is doing a serviceable job. It's a very fun movie, and I think Elizabeth Banks did a pretty great job directing it as well. There's some sequences that are just really spectacularly done, and she's done work before with some action stuff. Charlie's Angels. And there is a sequence in here that I would say is probably the best one that she's done so far in terms of action, involving an ambulance, which was really, really great. The film, very much like I said, just sticks to its premise though. It's 95 minutes long. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It's mostly funny. There are some jokes that don't quite land, but overall, it's a fine enough film. I would say it could have been crazier because it's based on a true story, right? I mean, you have the liberties to do certain things, so they could have probably gone and done a few other things for sure. But at the end of the day, did I walk out of Cocaine Bear having a great time? I did. It has a lot of silly stuff. It has a lot of nonsensical stuff. But then again, it's a movie called Cocaine Bear. I cannot stress that enough. You get exactly what you paid for. So, yeah. Don't take your kids to this movie, though. I mean, that goes without saying. Someone was actually bringing this up earlier. It was like, it's rated R. Don't take your kids to a movie called Cocaine Bear. Please don't do that. I'm gonna give Cocaine Bear a 7 out of 10. Go check it out. Take your friends with you. People were applauding in my theater at the end. Clearly, this is that kind of film. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Look forward to more reviews very soon. As always, if you like this, please do subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the movies.